Donald Trump stormed out of an interview with NPR this week, and by stormed out, of course, we mean hung up, after waiting 6 years to finally interview Donald Trump. And once they started pushing back on his election lies, he decided that was the point. He had absolutely had enough. Now, this discussion was supposed to last 15 minutes. Instead, it lasted a little under 9. So they almost got all the way, right? He got halfway. That counts for something, I'm sure. But Trump didn't want to hear the host question his election lies. And of course, he didn't want to hear that they were in fact lies. And the reason they even got on this discussion is because they were talking about Mike Rounds, with him coming out recently and saying that no, Trump did not have the election stolen from him. He lost fair and square. Brian Kilmeade on Fox News has now also said that twice in the past week. More and more Republicans, it seems, are starting to come out and tell their audience, their viewers, their voters, he lost. Get over it and move on. The problem with all of this is that the damage is already done. The most recent poll shows that only 6% of Republicans are willing to say without a doubt Joe Biden won the election. Over 60% say he definitely did not. So even with all these Republicans coming out now, even with Trump storming off of this interview, the damage has been done. And I don't know how you undo that. It would take massive coordinated messaging from these right-wing media outlets saying this nonstop every day for the next year to maybe crack that Republican alternative reality bubble, because that's what they're living in. And the host on NPR was kind of pointing that out to Trump, like, you keep saying these things, but they're not true. And NPR ran a big, long article pointing out that Trump did lose and that he's lost all his court cases and that there's no standing for any of the cases in most instances because there's no problem. There's no issue. There's nothing to actually sue about because you have absolutely no evidence. So is this going to stop Donald Trump from spreading his election lies? Absolutely not. Was it good that this NPR host pushed back on him? Absolutely. Trump's not used to that in these kind of interviews. That's why he couldn't finish it. He is a coward. He is weak. He knows he doesn't have the evidence to support his claims, even though I do think he honestly believes those claims now. So if we could see a little more pushback, who cares that he was president of the United States? You're not disrespecting him when he is disrespecting the entire electoral process here in the United States. There's nothing wrong with defending the truth. There's nothing wrong with calling somebody a liar when they're lying to your face, even if that person happens to be a former president of the United States. You can't be afraid, and this NPR host was not. And because Trump's not used to that, he refused to finish. Again, because he's a coward. Can't stick up for his points. He can't prove his points. So his go-to move is to take his ball and go home. And that is exactly what he did. But for a moment, he was pressed on the issue, and that pissed him off.